Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the one and only Tribal Warrior YouTube channel. And of course I am the Tribal Warrior, and in today's video, as you see by the thumbnail and as you see by the title, we will be taking a look at my May 2026 WWE Saturday Night Main Event review. So we're going to go through the entire show as we usually do in a review video. We're going to talk about my opinions of each match, each moment. We're also going to take a look at my predictions. I did predict this entire show in my last video, so we're going to take a look at which predictions I got correct and which predictions I got incorrect. I'll also like to share my new graphics. So I kind of updated the graphics a little bit. What do you guys think on the graphics you see in front of you? I also added at the bottom right of the screen a little did you know fact. I just decided to throw it out there because sometimes it might just get boring looking at a wrestling picture and hearing my boring voice. So I might just add in a little fact there. Nothing crazy, just something simple I thought I would add. As you see, the bottom right of your screen now is just a little fun fact of where Saturday night's main event was this past Saturday. But that fact will change through each match. So, for example, we'll get to the next match in a minute, and it's a little fun fact on the gears that the wrestler wore. So just decided I would add it there. And then, of course, the top right, you see a little follow request there. So follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, now known as X. But of course, back to the actual video, because this past Saturday night's main event on May 23rd came from Fort Wayne, Indiana, bringing the classic Saturday night's main event presentation back with a kind of modern WWE feel. The show focused on ongoing rivalries, faction warfare, championship stakes, and a mix of established names and rising talent. The crowd stayed engaged throughout the card that emphasized storyline progression as much as in-ring action. So we have, I think it's 5 matches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think it is 5 matches to get our teeth digged into. So let's review the show. So of course, like I mentioned, there you see the bottom right of your screen. Jade Cargill, Michin, and BFAB all showed up in Michael Jackson styles. Michael Jackson, that's not a person. Michael Jackson, of course, legendary musician. So I'm not going to point out the fun fact every single second in each kind of segment of the video. I just thought I would leave it there for you guys to take a look at, okay? So yeah, the actual match, the opener, wasted no time bringing star power to the ring. The WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley and, of course, Jade Cargill naturally felt like the centerpiece whenever they interacted, while Charlotte Flair's experience and Alexa Bliss's speed balanced out their side. Michin and BFAB played a strong supporting roles, and obviously they weren't the major superstars in the match, although Michin had an incredible showing. But Michin and why am I calling her BFAB showed obviously supporting roles and slowly built momentum as the match developed. After miscommunication, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss finally got along as they all hugged it out. Of course, over the past few weeks, we've kind of seen Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair kind of tease a match between them. Of course, they're not the best of friends. We've seen their rivalry throughout the year, and of course, I talked about it in my predictions video. We could see some a face-off between Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair, maybe some miscommunication. And I was even saying the same with Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair, a potential turn. And I was thinking that throughout the entire opener. But of course, eventually they did tease it, but then they all hugged it out, kind of showed, oh yeah, we're not breaking up anytime soon. They hugged out, but that hug cost them the match. And it opened the door for Jade's side to capitalize and attack. Obviously, Jade, Michin, and BFAB won the match, and getting the victory felt like WWE intentionally boosting their momentum, particularly Jade's growth status, as we build to the Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley match in Italy. Of course, Clash in Italy. And of course, that pushed Jade more because, of course, as you see in the photo on the screen, she pinned the WWE Women's Champion. So could that be the case this Saturday at WWE? Oh, sorry, this Sunday. PLE on a Sunday, by the way. In Clash in Italy. So of course, predictions video for that is coming soon. So many predictions in a reviews video. There's so many shows. But this match was okay. In my predictions video, I did predict for Jade, Michin, and BFAB to win. So I did get that prediction correct. I keep stuttering. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to have like a stroke or something. But yeah, this was an amazing match. A really great, strong opener. And I wish it kept like this throughout the show. But unfortunately, it really, really did not stay this good. So, non-title match, Becky Lynch versus Sol Ruka. The second match of the night was built around Becky Lynch trying to shut down one of WWE's fastest rising young superstars. Becky wrestled, of course, with a veteran mindset, showing and slowing the pace down, targeting openings and becoming increasingly aggressive whenever her opponent, Sol Ruka, started to build momentum. Of course, Sol's athleticism kept creating problems for Becky, and every comeback sequence pulled the crowd further into the match. On paper, this had the ingredients for a major breakout moment for Sol. The issue was the ending. The real issue of this match was the ending, the conclusion. Instead of delivering a clean, satisfying payoff, the finish felt awkward and overcomplicated and left the audience focusing more on the controversy than the actual match result. Because of course, Sol went for a soul snatcher on Becky, but instead hit the referee, and that would have been okay. I wouldn't have minded that. But then first of all, it wasn't even a proper soul snatcher. She botched it, and I'm not trying to make fun of her or like hate on her for botching it, but I'm not trying to like if she can't do this move, then don't do it, because of course over the past few weeks she's botched a lot of the soul snatcher, and I know it's only probably 2-3 botches, and once again, I'm not trying to hit. I never do this. I never discriminate against moves or how bad a wrestler is. I'm just saying it was probably because of the entire downfall of the match that made me more, peed off essentially. But it was just annoying to see. And if Sol wants to do this move, she really has to practice it. And I do think this is like the best move in the WWE right now, only when it's done correctly. And Saturday night's main event, it wasn't done correctly. But of course, the move wasn't even delivered correctly. She hit the referee instead. The referee went down. And of course, the referee was Jessica Carr, as you see there. She's down. And she rang the bell. She pointed to ringside and rang the bell. And I jumped up out of my chair. I was like, what? Why are you ringing the bell for? This is a one-on-one match. Of course, the referee gets knocked down. If you were smart, if you were a fan watching the WWE for the first time, you would understand. Yeah, of course you would ring the bell. The referee got injured. The important referee, the centerpiece of the match, you would say, she got knocked down, so you're not allowed to hit an official, you would say. So yeah, of course ring the bell. But why? As a diehard WWE fan, this was confusing because in like every single WWE match, every single PLE, a referee gets knocked down. Do not get me wrong. Every single PLE, every single Roman Reigns match, every single main event in history, a referee gets knocked down. What happens? We get a new referee, or the referee just rolls out of the ring for something to happen. But the referee isn't really meant to ring the bell. Like, there needs to be some more better narrative or something, because it annoyed me, and I just didn't see why you had to ring the bell, because every other time the match carried on. We got a new referee if the referee got injured, or the referee rolled outside to the ring just to get a breather and then came back into the ring. But they don't ring the bell, and for some reason Jessica Carr did that. And of course, it's not Jessica's fault, it's WWE Creative's fault for doing this silly move. And the worst part is this match, by the time this happened, we were like 5 minutes into the match or something. A very, very short and a disappointing match. And then of course Becky attacked Sol again after the match, and then we'll get a match at Clash in Italy. And I hope this Clash in Italy match isn't as bad as this match, but this really, really annoyed me, and this really started the downfall of Saturday night's main event. This really, really annoyed me, and I wish we could have booked this better. So obviously, actually, look in the bottom right, I wasn't even going to mention it, but Sol Ruka was reportedly injured after this match as well, so hopefully she gets better and hopefully she's okay for Sunday. But really annoyed at this match. I don't see why we could have just continued on, and then the referee could have just rolled outside of the ring. Becky could have grabbed her title and hit Soul, and then that everybody was like, oh my god, Becky's gonna win. The referee rolls back in, 1, 2, her foot's on the rope or something, and then I don't know, Soul snatched her to Becky to pin her. Like, it doesn't, I don't know, you could have had a better booking is what I'm trying to say. I did predict Soul to win in my predictions video, and I did get that wrong, or I got that correct, because it was also confirmed that Sol Ruka won this match due to I don't know. It was due to disqualification because for some reason Becky pushed her or something. I don't even remember why, because it was Sol that accidentally hit the referee and Becky moved out of the way. So because Becky moved out of the way, I think it's because she got DQ'd. So I think that's why Sol won. Now, I don't think I actually ever have to complain about the match order, but this really annoyed me as well. Why on earth do you have this match not in the main event? Everybody thought this match would be in the main event, and no, it wasn't. I don't know why it wasn't in the main event. The main event could have been in this spot, and then we could have just had this IC title match in the main event. I don't know what we were doing. This show was, in my opinion, all over the place, but either way, the match was okay. Of course, the Intercontinental Championship was on the line. Penta defending against All Ego Ethan Page. The young Ethan Page approached the match smartly, trying to frustrate Penta and keep him finding rhythm. Once Penta managed to increase the pace, the match became much more dynamic with heavy striking counters and fast transitions, pulling the crowd deeper into the action. Ethan looked genuinely dangerous during several late near falls and came closer to than many expected to capturing the title. In the end, Penta retained from an amazing Mexican destroyer, and it continued his strong run as champion, while Ethan Page came away looking elevated despite the loss. Of course, Ethan Page, I do love him. He's an amazing character. He has so much charisma and energy. He really does deserve to be a champion. A lot of people thought he would win this match. A lot of people didn't think he was going to win this match at all. It was kind of like 50-50. But no, I didn't think he was going to win this match because I just didn't see it happening yet. I thought we were going to get another rematch on Sunday, or a fatal 4-way or something involving maybe Rusev or Javon Evans, but no, we that didn't get announced. But of course, Penta did retain. Hopefully we do see Ethan Page win the title soon, or even just any title. Send him to SmackDown and make SmackDown interesting for once, because that show is so bad right now. But yeah, not much to add on this. This match was okay. I was just mainly mad that it wasn't main evented. And if it was main evented, you could have had it gone a little bit longer and it would have been an amazing match. But no, we didn't do that. The WWE Women's Tag Team Championships were on the line. Paige and Brie Bella defended the titles against some would say, the future in Lash Legend, and of course Nia Jax, the Irresistible Forces. This match mixed nostalgia with power offense. Brie Bella and Paige leaned heavily on teamwork and chemistry, while Nia Jax and Lash Legend of the Irresistible Forces focused on physical dominance. Lash Legend in particular impressed with her presence and athletic ability against more established names. The match kept a solid pace without trying to be over technical. Instead of leaning into momentum swings and crowd reactions, it was more, as I mentioned, technical and kind of maneuvery. Brie and Paige eventually use their experience to overcome the stronger duo and secure a feel-good veteran victory. Now, I thought we were going to get new champions in this match. I thought it was the right decision to make. Unfortunately, we didn't, and that was my only prediction I got wrong in this video, so I did get that prediction wrong. But once again, this match wasn't a 5-star. It was just okay. Like, we just had it there. You could have just had this in a normal SmackDown or a normal Monday Night Raw, and nobody would have cared. This match done absolutely nothing to the WWE right now. I think it probably buried Lash and Nia again. I would have loved to see them win this, and it would have made this match better and the show better, but no, we did not do that. So, another set of tag team titles were on the line. This time it was the men's World Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. It was Logan Paul and Austin Theory of the Vision defending against Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. Of course, the main event centered around chaos, numbers advantage, and faction storytelling. Montez Ford brought his usual explosiveness and came across as the standout performer, while Angelo Dawkins matched the intensity with physical offense and believable urgency. The Street Profits repeatedly looked close to winning the title, but every momentum shift was cut off by interference and distractions from the Vision. Of course, one of those interferences was towards the end of the match, where we saw Braun Breaker. He came down the ramp, and then of course he ran around the side of the ring, and I thought we were going to see a big massive spear, and I jumped up because I thought we were going to see an amazing spear, and he ran around the corner, and then boom, Angelo Dawkins literally lifted him up and made him fly through the air over the announce table and onto the announce chair. It was a crazy amazing spot, probably the best spot of the entire night. And of course, you see in the bottom right of your screen, I say Braun Breaker takes a massive bump over the announce table, and it says video coming soon, because I don't think I can fit the video there, but I will show you the video of Braun Breaker going flying in a couple of seconds after I finish waffling. But I'm not going to show a long clip of it because hopefully I won't get copyright attack. WWE, I'm showing your amazing product. Please do not copyright me. But of course, the finish reinforced WWE's ongoing story about the power factions, as the Vision retained their teamwork and control of the ending. Ending the show with them standing tall alongside Braun Breaker gave the night a villains on top closing image. But of course, this match was okay. Once again, nothing special. It was a good match, but with nothing special. This entire show was built around, yeah, okay, but nothing special. But yeah, let me just show you the clip of Braun Breaker going flying. And once again, WWE, please do not copyright me. But yeah, that clip is literally insane. He actually got snapped in half. It was such an amazing moment. Very cool to see. But that's all I got for you guys in today's video. That is my full review video of Saturday night's main event on May 23rd. I did predict for Division to win, and I got that correct. So let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I would have posted a poll. Actually, I did post a poll on X. You see my name there, the Tribal WRX, and I said, what did you rate the May 23rd edition of Saturday night's main event? And guess what? I got 0 responses, so we're not even going to talk about that. But overall, I rated the show a 5.5 out of 10, and that is very 5.5 is so low for me. And the thing that gave it a 5.5 was probably this amazing moment from Braun Breaker and Angelo Dawkins, and the first match was pretty acceptable. So that's literally all that the 5.5 came from. If we didn't get that Angelo Dawkins moment, and if we didn't get that opening match, this would have been a 0 out of 10. So 5.5 out of 10 for me. Very, very disappointing. I can't remember the last time I rated PLE below 6. I think it could have been WrestlePalooza in September, but this was very, very bad. So very disappointing show, but hopefully Clash in Italy on Sunday, the 31st of May, can improve things and make things better. I'm pretty sure the international crowd will help with that, because of course the Europe tour is back. Not Saturday night's main event, Friday Night SmackDown this Friday. I think it's the 29th of May, is in Spain, or Barcelona. Yeah, I think it's in Spain. Madrid in Spain. I don't know where it is, but it's in Spain somewhere. So enjoy that show, and I'll see you in the next video. And until then, remember to always, always stay tribal.